Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shannon. Of course, if you have not been here before, welcome. If you have been here before, welcome back. You guys know what is up with that. So today I'm actually going to be trying out some Burt's Bees products. So I recently received a package from Topbox. I'll leave a link down below where you can sign up for that. Basically, you can get like free products to review. Of course, I'm going to give you my honest opinion, but if you guys are interested, I'll link that down below. So I got that from Topbox and Burt's Bees, and I got a couple items that I want to try out. They did send me a little pamphlet with some info on the products too, which is kind of cool. We pretty much got every new product except for the concealer, which is kind of sad because I did like really want to try that when I seen that in this booklet, but it's okay. We'll try the other products. The big one I want to try is the Goodness Glow's Tinted Moisturizer with green tea. So it's this guy right here. I got the shade 2015 Buff. It does come with 30 mils or 1 fluid ounce of product, which is like a typical foundation size. Now, I have tried the Goodness Glow's the foundation, and I don't like that foundation. I actually know a couple people that enjoy it, but for me, it just didn't look great on my skin. I'm not really sure why, because I like glowy foundations, but something about that just didn't work for me. So I'm excited to try the tinted moisturizer. I like using tinted moisturizers in the summertime, so this is like a great product. This is fairly new. I think you can purchase it. I'll see if I have some info on it because, yeah. So it's supposed to be 98.8% of natural origin, which is kind of cool. Of course, Burt's Bees, they don't test on animals. It is Leaping Bunny certified, so they are cruelty-free. They do use recyclable packaging if that's something that's important to you as well. Now, as far as this product, it's supposed to provide all-day moisture and a lightweight, easy-to-wear formula that gives you sheer tinted coverage. So I'm not expecting a lot of coverage from this guy. It's supposed to be non-greasy and give you a natural finish. It does have green tea complex, which is loaded with antioxidants, vitamins to nourish the skin and help strengthen the skin's natural barrier. It is only available in 6 shades, which isn't great, but it is a tinted moisturizer. I still think they should probably have a few more shades. But like I said, it is pretty light cover, like tinted coverage probably. So chances are a few people could find their like shade in this. But like I said, they could expand. It is supposed to be like a skincare, I guess, item as well. So that's kind of cool. So we'll test this out and see what we think. I also did get some eyeliners. I got I believe this one's just a black one, and then I got like a purpley one. I kind of did my eyes off camera so I could do the underneath with this purple shade. I wanted to use that one, and it's like a retractable eyeliner pencil, which I like. It's a new product, I believe, as well, mentioned in here. I don't think there's like probably a ton of info though on this. Let me see what it says. Yeah, so it's a defining eyeliner. It's 100% of natural origin. It's supposed to apply evenly and smoothly with high color payoff that's safe for sensitive eyes. It has a gel-like cream feel and is made with shea butter and jojoba oil. And this is also available in 6 different shades. They have a black, a brown, like a greenish, they call it sage, a sapphire, a mulberry, and hammered bronze. So this one I'm assuming is mulberry. And what is this one? This one's onyx, I think. That is some info on the liners. And then they did also send me 2 lip products. These are the matte sticks. They just released these. They sent me 2. Oh, I kind of dented that. That's okay. Good job, Shane. I kind of screwed up that. Do you see what I did that? The packaging is like really kind of flimsy, but that's fine. I can still use the product. But this one is in the shade Buttery Blush, so it's kind of like a pinky shade. I'll put a little swatch on here. And these are supposed to be like a matte formula, so just keep that in mind. I don't really care for the packaging. You have to put this packaging on right or it screws up the top. Like the packaging has to match up. That kind of sucks. This one's in the shade Liquid Honey, which is more of like a brown tone nude. These feel really nice though. They feel really nice on the hand, so that's nice. We'll try them out. I'm not a big like matte person, so this is the blush one and this is Liquid Honey. Pretty shades, and don't mind this. I actually swatched one of the I was trying one of the eyeliners, but yeah, that's the 2 lipstick shades. So the last thing they sent me was the volumizing mascara. It's called All a Flutter mascara. So it looks like this. It's pretty like lightweight packaging, but I expect it to be from Burt's Bees. And like I said, this is recyclable packaging, which is nice. This is also 100% natural origin. It's supposed to nourish and condition the lashes without smudging, flaking, or clumping. Specially designed to coat and define each lash why am I saying lash as it volumizes. It's also made with jojoba oil and community source beeswax. It comes in classic black, black brown, and navy. And I got classic black, which would be my preference anyway. All right, so that's all the info on the products. So we're gonna go jump in and actually try some of these out. I think I'm gonna go in with the moisturizer first. And how do I wanna apply this? I think I might actually apply this with a sponge. Like try a sponge and see what it looks like. So I'm just gonna get a little bit closer. By the way, I'm wearing the Natasha Denona, like one of those like liquid shadows. And I made a mess right here. That's okay, we'll just wipe it off. I'm not like a huge fan of these, but this shade is actually quite pretty. I don't know, it turned out pretty good. I'm gonna actually apply this right to my beauty blender. It is a thicker formula, you can see that there. And I'm gonna get my own mirror just so I'm not looking continuously in my camera so I can see myself. So I'm gonna dab this around. This might be a bit light. It's definitely like a lighter shade. I probably could have got another, like, you don't pick, basically they give you a bunch of shades and you pick what your general shade is, and then they pick from the choice that you chose. So we'll just give that a little go around. It looks nice and like fresh on the skin. Definitely like light coverage though. I think I might try to add some with a brush here in a minute. I just wanted to try the sponge. This is the e.l.f. Is it Total Face Sponge? I'll try to link this down below too. I actually really like the sponge. Alright, so I'm gonna have camera phobia because I had like lip product built up here and I freaking hate that. Like why does that happen when I'm filming? Like that's so annoying. But anyways, I blended everything out, so that's kind of how everything is looking. It looks pretty natural, like you can see everything through, you can see some of my redness. It did kind of even things out though on my skin, so that's kind of nice. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. We'll add another layer and I'm actually gonna try a brush. I might actually use my e.l.f. my stippling kind of brush and see what that works like. I'll just put like a little bit on my hand. I kind of like this for applying like foundations and things. It gives you like a nice kind of lighter coverage. I feel like though this is going to leave maybe some streaks, so we'll go over it with the sponge. This does have a like kind of like nice feel to it. Like it's very cooling on the skin, which I like. I like to feel like a cooling product on my skin, especially a foundation. It's one of the things I like about the Pat McGrath one. I feel like it's like so juicy. And this one kind of gives that juicy feel too, except it's like a tinted moisturizer. I'm just gonna kind of blend that more into the forehead. I don't really need to pull this down much because it actually is matching into my skin tone pretty good and it's not like super full coverage, so. Okay, I have a little bit left, so I'm just gonna put that here and see if I can build up a little bit. So I'd say you could get this to a nice like light coverage. Like you can build it up a little bit, but not very much. Like I wouldn't go in with another layer of this. I think it would just start looking not great on the skin. But I mean, that doesn't look too bad. I will say on my nose though, it's not sticking the best. You can kind of see that on my nose, like you can still see the redness. I have issues with my nose though, so try not to blame it too much on this, but everywhere else, like, it looks really good on my forehead. It has like a really nice kind of like dewy look to it. We'll see if it sets down a bit more because they're saying like a natural finish, but this definitely looks like, I do feel like it looks like skin, like really plump, juicy skin. So I'm kind of liking this so far. I'm gonna add some concealer to the places that I really want to conceal. This is what I would do typically anyway. So I'm gonna add some Hourglass. I'll try not to go too heavy. I'm just gonna go like that. This is a pretty full coverage. I'm gonna put some on my nose where I like to cover a little bit more and just a little bit on my forehead and a little bit here. So these are the areas I typically will put concealer. I'm gonna take my e.l.f. Total Face Sponge here and we're just gonna go in Make sure there's no freaking dog hair on here because I had it sitting on my floor. We're gonna kind of go in and just do all the places that I want like a little bit of extra coverage. I'll just add a little bit there. I don't want too much on my forehead. And then we're gonna go in under my eyes where I want the most coverage. We'll really clean up that area here. It's what I kind of like to do with my concealer after I'm done my eye makeup. I do this all the time. I just like really cut that so the liner looks really sharp. You don't have to do that though. Just taking this end to kind of cover up that inner part of my eye that gets really dark. Make sure that's nice and blended. And that gives me some extra coverage under my eyes where I like to have a little bit of extra coverage. All right, so my concealer and everything is done. I actually went ahead and finished that off camera and added my Thrive Cosmetics kind of setting powder. I added quite a bit under my eyes like normal, but the rest of my face, I just used the brush, the JH13, this guy right here, and I just dipped in slightly and kind of like put it all over my skin just lightly because I did want to set it in because it did have kind of a tacky feel and I do want to put other products over top. I have to say it's looking pretty nice. I'm kind of enjoying it. I will say around my nose area, it's a bit, like I'm still a bit dry, but I was like dry there to begin with and kind of flaking. So it's really not this product's fault. But it looks pretty good in that area for the state of my nose. And honestly, like, I think this looks beautiful. Like this is like a nice, I think it would be like a really nice like summer kind of moisturizing product to throw on. And even if you wanted to put this on with your fingers, I'm sure that you could. And I think it would be great just to wear to like the beach. I know I'm wearing like a glam eye look, but like I didn't need to do this. I don't know why I did such an intense eye look, mainly because I wanted to use this like purple eyeliner. But yeah, I think this is pretty good so far. I'll have to like keep trying it out, but so far so good. So I'm gonna go in with the eyeliner. I'm gonna try putting it down here. Don't mind my mouth either. It probably looks ridiculous. By the way, I forgot to set my like exposure. So if the lighting changed a little bit in the last clip, I'm sorry about that. I did set it for this one. Thoughts on this so far? It's creamy. I don't think it's like as pigmented though as I'd like it to be. I mean, you can see it definitely on camera, but I'm gonna put a little bit down here. Just gonna put like a little bit down there and just like kind of like take a pencil brush. I'm gonna take the what is this one? The 03. I'm just gonna give it a quick little clean off because I feel like I have product on this that I haven't cleaned off, which I know it's bad, but you know, 'tis life. So I'm gonna take that and just kind of like try to smudge that out. Smudges out pretty well. Yeah, I'll give it that. Like I said, I don't think this is the most pigmented product though, but I do like that it's retractable and the packaging is quite nice. I still that open, but yeah, it's not, you can see it applying. It's kind of not the most pigmented. We'll see how long it lasts. Let's see the black one, just like I'm gonna put, the black's pretty, it's pretty black. It's not bad at all. Maybe I'll try like, let me try it on my hand. Yeah, it's still not like super pigmented there. So I think the black's a little more pigmented than the purple one. But I mean, overall, it looks pretty decent. I am going to take a little, this has nothing to do with the video, but I'm going to take a little of this Natasha Denona Chroma Crystal. This is in the shade, what is the shade? Nightfall? Yeah, Nightfall. So I'm going to put a little bit of this on my hand and I'm just going to put it on my pencil brush. And I kind of want to put a little bit of this under the eye for some more intensity. And I just want a little bit of that sparkle, nothing too crazy. Ooh, that's really pretty. Yeah, so I think that's really pretty. What do you guys think? I think that looks really pretty. Okay, so we're gonna take the rest of that off my hand. This dries down. This Natasha Denona Chroma Crystal, it dries down really quickly, just as an FYI, if you do purchase these or have them. So we're gonna move on, and what are we gonna go to next? I'm gonna actually do the rest of my face, and then we'll come back and do mascara and lips. All right, guys, so I went ahead and finished everything up off camera as far as like the rest of my face. Everything applied really nicely. I just used powders over it, and like I said, I did set it a bit to apply those powders, but everything applied really beautifully on top of that. And the skin is looking good. It's looking juicy. I like it. So I'm pretty happy with this freaking moisturizer right now. But I'm going to go ahead and try the mascara, and then we're going to try one of the lippies. I think I'm going to go with, what do I want to use? I think I want to use Buttery Blush 425. I think I'll use that one, which is more the pinky shade. We're going to go ahead and try this mascara. Okay, so it's like a rubbery, it's kind of like a rubber wand with like the really like points on it, which is kind of scary, but you know, we'll try it. I don't always love these wands, but we'll see how it does. I'll try to come in like close for you guys. And this is supposed to be like volumizing. It's gonna be hard to see. I shouldn't have done a wing today because it's so hard to see mascara with a wing. It seems to be coating them decently. It definitely has kind of like a moussey formula. Like it's not dry, but it's not super wet either. Not crazy about it so far. I mean, you can kind of see it there against the white compared to my other lashes, which I know it's not against the white, but that's what my lashes look like normally. So you can kind of see there. I know it's like up close and personal, but yeah, you can see them. I mean, it's coating them and it's quite black. It's not bad at all. We'll go in with another layer and kind of like see what that looks like. I do like this better than some of the other Burt's Bees mascaras I've tried. I generally don't like their mascaras. Like, I find they don't do a lot. Alright, so that's with 2 coats of the mascara. Can you see kind of the difference? You can see it. It's like, yeah, you can definitely tell it's there and it's like blacker there. I do think it gives some volume, but I like a mascara that gives length also. And I feel like this one is quite heavy, so it's kind of like weighing my lashes down. It's not making them like super curled, which I also like my lashes to be curled. So this isn't probably the mascara for me. I'm gonna see. I feel like this is gonna like run down my, like go down underneath my eyes. We'll have to see how that goes. It goes good on the lower lash line. I don't mind that at all. I'm just gonna finish up the other side and then we can try some of the lip products. So I finished up the mascara. So I do think it's looking pretty good. Like, I'm not like dissatisfied with it. I think it's looking decent. Like, you can see it kind of on the sides, and I just feel like it doesn't like curl as much as I want, but I do want to try this on a day that I'm not wearing a heavy liner because I do feel like liner can kind of like hide how good a mascara is. So I do want to try this again because I wasn't like super disappointed with it. I thought it worked pretty good and coated the lashes. So sorry I'm looking down, but my baby is sleeping and I keep trying to check if he's waking up because I turned the sound down, but hopefully he won't wake up. We just have a little bit more to get through. So I'm going to go ahead and use the Buttery Blush, the matte stick. I'm not a huge fan of matte lipsticks generally, but we'll go ahead and try this one out. I'm just going to take off whatever I have on my lips now, and then we'll go ahead and apply this. All right, so I have everything taken off my lip, so it's not like you can see what it truly looks like the finish. And these are supposed to have a ton of like butters in them, like jojoba butter. There's a bunch listed on the info sheet. So it is supposed to still be hydrating while being matte. Ooh, that's pretty. It's kind of like my lip color though. Like, it's not much different. I will say The more you put it on your lips, the more it kind of warms up and applies easier. So my lips are hella dry, so it is clinging a little bit to them, but I will say it does feel more moisturizing than most matte lipsticks. But yeah, I have some areas that it's kind of like clinging to. It is still a creamy feel, like it's not super, super matte, which I don't like, so I'm glad it's not. But if you're looking for a super matte product, this isn't like super matte, but I mean, if you do have dry lips, it is still going to emphasize them a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of this lighter shade in the liquid honey. I don't know if it's lighter, but I just kind of want to add the shade. Let's kind of put some in the middle. It has more of a brown tone. So we use both. Yeah, so it doesn't look bad. I don't think that looks bad at all. I actually think these are kind of like cute. The packaging isn't like the most luxe, obviously, but it is pretty cute. It's tiny. You can throw it in your purse. It has a nice, like, not like shitty scent to it. Like sometimes like natural lipsticks, I know it sounds bad, but sometimes they have like a bad scent to them. But this actually doesn't. It doesn't smell bad. It applies pretty nicely. You can kind of see that there. It's kind of creamy and it kind of warms up to your lips when it's on them and also applying. So it's not too matte, but it still is like probably like a semi-matte feel in my opinion. And let's just go over the rest of the products and then we'll finish off the video. The mascara, I need to try more, but I think it's pretty good so far upon first application. The eyeliners are okay. These aren't going to be a favorite of mine, but I will use them. They did work, like you can see it on my waterline. I'm just curious as to how long this will actually last. I will try to put a pinned comment down, but we'll see how that kind of like lasts because it may not last that well. This though, so far, I'm kind of liking this. I like tinted moisturizers for this time of year, and this is probably pretty affordable. So I don't know. I'm curious to keep trying it, but I think it looks pretty good so far. What do you guys think? The color matches pretty nice. Everything applied nicely. And my skin looks like healthy, which is what I want from a tinted moisturizer. So far, so good. I'm kind of glad I received this. So thank you, Topbox, and thank you, Burt's Bees, for sending these products over for me to try out. I thought I would share them with you guys. Let me know what you guys think if you've tried any of these products or you plan on trying any products, or give me even recommendations for other products from Burt's Bees to try. Now, you can purchase any of these products at like a local drugstore. I personally would probably purchase them from Shoppers Drug Mart in Canada, but in the US, you guys don't have Shoppers, but you can purchase them at any other drugstore. You should be able to find Burt's Bees. But yeah, that's kind of all my thoughts on that. And if you guys did like the video, make sure you give me a thumbs up. It really does help my channel out. Hit the subscribe button and also the bell notification. If you don't want to miss out on my videos, because you guys know, as I tell you in every freaking video, I am not the most frequent uploader. I know, I suck. I am trying to be more frequent though, and I think I have been. So yay. I film videos whenever my baby is napping, if I feel like it. So I've been trying to do that as much as possible. But I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.